Hello everybody, welcome. As you can see, I am currently waiting for Rai as I am busy crafting with a little baby secret fledgling underfoot. It is all the adorbs even though it is a giant marshmallow. And apparently Rai is stuck in Q hell. Not as bad as it used to be, but yeah. And yes, I macroed this. I so macroed this. Because I don't get it otherwise. My Elysian pea brain is not strong enough to understand high-end crafting. Soon we shall have a ride. Hello, FK. We're doing okay. Finally. One more leather circle to go. And then I can make the boots.
I was gonna say, why are you circling leather?
Ha 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 ha. I see what you did there. Speaking of crafting, you better really like this Carbuncle hoodie, because I just spent 3 hours today picking seams and I'm only halfway done.
Yeah. Just remember, this is the practice one. This is also yours will be better.
Yeah, you're right, Life's Knowing. It's good seeing you all!
Yep.
We are so cruel to our friends. Hello, Orca. Okay. That's all done. That's all done. I have the mats, but I don't have the buff, which just went away. So I'm going to wait on that for a sec. Okay, this is probably working. And we are indeed making the Crusted Boots of Crafting. Says that right here.
You're crafting the boots of crafting?
Yes, I'm crafting the Boots of Crafting. We got 3 of those at high quality.
You're doing some crafting in your crafting?
3 of those at high quality, and 2 of those at high quality. Yeah, I am being bad, and I am looking up rotations online, because I am just not smart and good enough to deal with high-end crafting on my own. I used to be able to, but it's now gotten so complicated that no. Just no. Okay, that's that.
One of the things that needs doing is sitting down with some of my gear and upping the materials on them a bit.
I spent over 2 million to buy crafting materia to overmeld this, and I'm gonna have to get more.
Yeah, but this is just the basic melding. Some of my 97s probably still need 10s.
Yeah, well.
Never mind the 100s needing 12s.
Fingers crossed, everybody!
Oh yeah. You did it! You crafted the Meowster!
Thanks. I was also able to get the boots and the crust done today. So after this, and getting it all set up, what I have left is the main body and then all the tools.
Yeah, I'm hoping the remelding will help a little with my current problem. Of I have started getting the current round of folklore. I don't have the perception to actually mine any of it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I think 100, maybe 110 points short, so food will certainly get me there.
Bye-bye,
I'd like
Everseeker
to
with
start-
perks of crafting.
Like to get other things there too. Okay, I will be back in a minute.
Hello, crested fork boots of Gap. Okay, now the real pain. Control. I don't have enough control for this. I can already tell it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go purchase some more control. Give me a moment here. But yeah, body and pants next. Getting these were absolutely a pain. But I'm hoping when the next big patch comes out and they add the new combat gear for crafting, I will have been all set up to make it. At least that's the hope. Ow! My gill! That was an over a million gil right there. Kabam! And the reason why I'm purposely going back to the hotel to do this is I don't want to stress out the other players. You'll understand soon. Because there are unfortunate sounds incoming. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is sell some stuff. Just to free up inventory.
Instead, you just make us listen to them.
Exactly.
And yes, hi everyone.
Okay, so now, unfortunate sounds. Okay, initially wants control. More control. And this is where things start getting painful. 17%.
You control the horizontal, you control the overmelding. Aren't you just gonna do the stack until it takes?
That's an easy way to lose 999 materia.
Yes.
I've seen it.
Oh,
Not
yes.
by myself, but I was standing in the Crystarium and I heard this absolutely earth-shattering crack. And I look over at my log and says, so-and-so lost 999 materia. Melding failed. And there's this little lava there with slumped shoulders. It was...
It always is. So on average, it should take you 10 times to get one.
Ooh. Dang, I read those numbers wrong, but I'm not gonna rip things out to remeld. 7%.
Which means on average you should need 14 of them to get it to take.
I have seen that go down to 3%.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Probably on an item that only had one slot to begin with.
Yes, I believe that's correct. Okay, let's get these numbers in the website and then we'll go do something.
And this is why crafting is such a money sink.
Yes. 5, 4, 8, 8.
Medicated. Yeah, you need to be medicated to do this.
2, 5, 4. Okay, that was leatherworking. Let's start with carpentry.
You know, if they wanted to cause a real rush on a new item. There's the tinctures that increase, or food, or whatever they are, that increase the soul bounding rate. There's ones that decrease durability loss. Something that increases the chances of overbuilding.
I believe those do exist.
Really?
They're just stupid difficult to make.
They'd have to be.
Yeah, I know. Maintenance is all so fun to view. But if I don't do this now, I'm going to forget, and then I'll get started on a crafting project and realize I have no boots. It's like, it's guaranteed practically.
Can confirm. Don't ask me how I know.
Yeah, this is just the general, in music. It's very chill.
Oh, yes.
Oh, shit. I forgot, I increased my, CP. So I'm gonna have to go note that number. Or else disaster will fall.
Ooh.
Okay, alchemy is correct. Weaver is not correct. But yeah, this is going to be 590, except for carpentry. Because that's one of my specialties. We're currently leatherworking, goldsmithing 590, armor smithing 590, blacksmithing 590, carpentry 605. Okay, maintenance done. Let's go do things.
Things? Can we do those?
Would you like to open up the...
Well, thought I was having. is instead of that, let me recalculate that.
Recalculating.
80, 16. So, no, we have like 2 days to go on both of them. I was thinking there was one of the ones that we were doing that we're down to a day. And then we'd go do that and then go do the, no.
Sorry.
Because we'd be at 16, 20 out of 1730, and 900 out of 990. Now, the new society, I think, is the only thing we haven't done yet.
That is correct.
And that's going to be crafting.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And that'll help get me going to 100. And we can start in on, on Monday?
Yep.
The Alchemy Culinarian set.
Leave fishing for last.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now with the Carbuncle hoodies, I'm having to take it apart pretty majorly to try and thin some of the layers down so it's thin enough that my sewing machine won't throw fits. Now realize I have a heavy-duty sewing machine! It's supposed to be able to go through 6 layers of denim! It's having problems with 5 layers of
fleece.
And this is thin fleece too. This is not.
Yes,
thick,
it is.
This is not thick fleece. So, grumpy sewer over in the corner being grumpy. I do, however, I have a sock. I finally got my perfect crocheted sock.
So you put all that back together, did you?
Yep. And I'm thinking about tearing the other one apart just to redo the leg section. Where is the entrance here? Oh, it's up there. That was a drag off. So that it's a little more fitting to the foot. Or leg. Yeah, leg. That portion's the leg. Uh-huh.
Okay, then.
Hello, Farafar.
Yes.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Ye of the blue armor.
Neighbors. Farafar seeks a skilled hand for an enormous task. Ah, a traveler from across the salt. Greetings. You may call me Farafar. You seem the type to have friends all along the width and breadth of our continent. Do you, by chance, know any particularly skilled artisans? If you could introduce them to me, I would be eternally grateful.
Got 2 right here. Macros don't lie.
You are a deft hand at crafting. Well, then I am in luck, as is all of Warlar's Echo. We are under threat, you see, and require the help of one such as you to survive.
Okay, what's going on, big guy?
A great avalanche has swallowed a place known as Gorta the Open-Armed, once home to a sacred altar and its keepers. Although thankfully uninhabited at the time, I fear this was no accident.
Oh dear.
No, this destruction was caused by the snow spirits of Urkopacha. While we Yokoi lived in harmony with these spirits for generations, they have as late become possessed by an inconsolable rage. None know why, and attempts at reason have only stoked their anger further. There is, however, a way to quell the spirits, a ceremony known as the Pact, which must be performed at the altar which was once so carefully maintained. An old friend taught me this. Yet therein lies our problem. The avalanche swept away much of the altar and its surroundings. We must repair it quickly so the rite can be performed. If we fail, all of Urkopacha may succumb to the spirit's wrath.
That's no good. I'd like a challenge, but I want to see what I'm working with first. That is a fair assessment.
That is to be expected. Very well. Let us visit what little remains. It will help you understand more clearly what is at stake. To the south of Warlar's Echo, you will find stairs leading to the ritual site. The guard at the top will allow us passage up the mountain.
Excuse me. Hello, cat dude.
Yes.
So, let's go see what we gotta deal with.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Nice of him to suddenly get stairs installed over here.
Eh. Okay. You came. Good. Before we cross the pass, might I ask your names?
I'm Theron, and this is the annoying one is Rylea.
Hey, stop that. Poke, 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 poke.
A case in point.
Poke.
Ow!
Theron, Rylea. Wait. The very same Theron and Rylea who felled Valley Gormanda? My apologies. I had no idea I was among two of our saviors. Not that I was doubtful before, but I suddenly feel much better about our chances for success. Come now, our destination is not far. Okay? Have they ever had a mini zone for any of these?
Yes. Oh, that has seemed better. Yeah, woohoo. That's a lot of damage.
We need to get the Mogmenders out here.
Yep. You need to fish with the Bogmenders.
I do. This is what remains of Zergorta, the Open-Armed. The damage is unlike anything I have ever seen. Even our histories contain few stories of such destruction. That structure at the far end is the breathless altar where the ritual was performed. Although to see it now, one could hardly guess what purpose it served. Do you feel that? Something beyond the usual chill in the air. Well, hey there.
I think they're mad. Grrr!
Yeah, that's bad. Look, is this about all the runs up the mountain and beating you up every time we go up?
I think it is. I think it is.
They left, thank goodness. To think they would be so bold. You have seen now the frenzy which grips them, yet they looked almost frightened by you. Have you encountered the spirits before?
Maybe once
Maybe a
or
few dozen
twice. Or
Maybe 1 or 2 dozen times.
Yeah.
You bested them during the feat of proof. Well, I should expect no less from one who defeated Tural Vidral. If you are even half as good at crafting as you are at fighting, I believe we are in good hands. Yet even if the spirits are felled, they will be born again when the next snow falls, and they will rage. The pact is the only way we can set things to rights. Yet even if the altar were whole, there are none left who know how the ritual was conducted. Dartorgor was the final caretaker remaining. and a dear friend of mine. However, before the avalanche buried all this, her body was lost in a tragic accident. What little I know of the pact, I learned from her. I never encouraged her to speak more of the sacred practice. But now I wish I had. Now I must make up for my lack of curiosity. I will learn how to appease the spirits in Dartorgor's stead. For many years, she was Urkopach's silent guardian, and I shall take up the mantle she left behind. Now that you have seen the scale of the undertaking before you, I ask you once more, will you join me in rebuilding Zurgorta the Open-Armed?
Of course. Rebuilding is our specialty.
I thought it was blowing things up.
Count me in. Well, that too. Blowing them up and then rebuilding them. That's what we do.
Rescuing people is her specialty. That and blowing things up.
Yeah. Hello, Doodles.
Hey, Doodles. Thank you. You have given me hope in these dark times. Before we get started on the altar proper, we should first restore the building where Dartorgor lived, so we might have shelter.
Oh, the Buns are totally in the demolition business. They're not in the rebuilding business.
No, they aren't. It was, fittingly, called Warmth, and she lodged there with the other caretakers. It should make the perfect base from which to conduct our restoration. Now, rest assured, I do not intend for just us to shoulder this burden. We would do well to recruit a few more pairs of helping hands. Maybe a few helping palms? I suppose that will be my first request. Please ask around Warlar's Echo for anyone willing to lend their aid, and I will make what preparations I can for the work ahead. So what other societies have had their own mini-zone? I can think of a few that were inaccessible, but they were still places you could like fly to inside the zone. And that'd be the Namazu.
The Namazu were kind of special.
Yes.
I'm thinking Shadowbringers with the Qatari. They had that whole Minge thing going.
Damn it, why am I looking at all the wrong things? No, I think that was all in the general world. You would be flying around the zone to get the quest done.
The
However,
Fae.
the pixies.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
Pixies.
pixies had their own zone.
And I'm still mad we can't ride the roller coaster.
Namazu. I know.
Can't ride the carousel. Can't. At least we can go down the slide.
Yeah. And the Omicrons had a partial thing.
Oh, it was the yeah.
They were split between the one zone and the rest, and the main existential dread.
Yeah. The one quote unquote star that was newly forming.
Okay, so 1.5. And this might be another half.
We shall see. Hello, good sir.
The avalanche caused all that damage. I see. You know, I spoke with Dark Torgor once, some years ago now. She said she lived alone in the mountains and was the sole keeper of an altar up there. Despite her solitary life, she seemed upright and kind soul. I was saddened to hear her body was lost when she suffered that terrible fall. I had always hoped she would visit again and tell me more about her unique experiences. Although I only met her the one time, I will not soon forget Dortorgor. To honor her memory, I pledge my aid in Zertorge the Open Arms reconstruction. My trade is carpentry, but I am ready and willing to help whatever it is needed, wherever it is needed. I shall speak with Farafar to see where I can be of use.
Thank you, good sir. Hold on.
Furler.
Nopley, what are you doing here? Well, I didn't expect to see you here.
It has been too long since last we met. I am come here with Nopley to trade, but the people seem unsettled somehow. Ah, the spirits. That explains why we were attacked by a group one snowy day not long ago. We greeted them kindly as usual, but were assailed with icy magic without warning. I had no choice but to drive them back or risk Nopley's life, but the incident has been troubling me ever since. They are our neighbors here in Urkumacha, after all, and we have lived in harmony for so long.
I take it that's why you're recruiting others to your aid? You never change, do you? Always eager to help those in need. Unfortunately, the life of a merchant demands that we don't rest our feet for too long, but perhaps we can send others your way. Only the best, of course. We promise to share what you told us today with anyone with ears who can bend. Now, let's be off, Merfurler.
Well then.
He's being a very good caravan guard.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna need stone masons. The spirits have been acting passing strange, it is true. Their usually harmless tricks have become malicious, with merchants and other innocents being attacked unprovoked. Usually they appear on snowy days and invite passerby to frolic under the falling flakes. What could have gotten into them? Regardless, this problem affects all of us in Urkopacha. If repairing the altar will help, then my supply of masonry is at your disposal.
Thank you.
We're gonna need
Appreciate
it.
So we have a woodworker and at least a stonemason. That's a good start.
Uh-huh.
And stonemasons travel in groups, so where there's one, there are more. They know how to save their backs.
Yeah. Sure about this? Hi, Gerfurler.
Apparently not. Where are you hiding?
Inside the building?
Maybe? Indeed.
Haha. You need help rebuilding Zergorta the Open Armed. Ah, I know the place. A group of Yokoi lived up there and looked after an altar, right? Was quite the trek, as I recall. They would visit from time to time. I knew there weren't many of them left, but hadn't heard the last of them had gone. Terrible news, but if you're going to rebuild their legacy, you'll need brawn, and I have plenty of that to offer.
Yay!
Better him than us.
Definitely. I mean, we may be strong as warriors of light, we're not that strong. And now to make the trek back up the mountain.
Uh-huh. Oh, my poor knees. not for the faint of heart.
Nope. Oh, that's right. All Saints Wake has started.
Ah,
Guess what the buttons are doing
that
tomorrow?
sounds like a Monday thing. You mean Sunday?
At 2.
It seems the others have already crossed into the valley. I'll go soon as well, after I discuss a few matters with Fararfar. Maybe before you too late.
Sorry.
You did well. I think we have a dependable crew to get started with. Vjorger here seems especially eager to pitch in. If I may, Farafar, I can do much more than shovel snow and haul stones. I am willing to assist in planning the reconstruction from start to finish. With you in charge of the larger picture, I can assign people to work where it is needed most. Having overseen many projects of this scale, I believe this to be the surest path to completion. You would do all that, then I would be grateful to accept your help for Yarger. You are most welcome to it. Now, before we get started, do you happen to know where Dartorgur's living sepulchre can be found? Upon it must be engraved stories of her life and work. It may shed some light upon the mysteries of the snow spirits and the pact itself. It was likely erected near the altar. But if so, then it, too, may have been buried in the avalanche. I see. Well then, since the snow must be cleared away anyways, we can search for the sepulchre in the meantime. We will find it, I am certain. Oh, there you are. You're the ones rebuilding the altar, right? Nobly told me you needed more help. When I saw how fearlessly ye wheeled and dealed with the Chirwager, I knew I had to become his pupil in trade. And so here I am.
Ah, an apprentice tradesman.
Consider me Nobly's eyes and ears. If you need someone to make deals with other merchants or procure supplies, then leave it to me. I know Nobly has been making a name for himself as of late. If he vouches for you, then welcome aboard. This project is off to a better start than I ever imagined. We have all the help we need and then some. So now is as good a time as any for the hands of Zergorta to rebuild warmth. Speak to me when you are ready to use those expert skills I recruited you for.
Okay.
Hold on. What do you have to say?
Vergar?
You're the crafter helping out Farafar, yes? Thank you for helping her solve this troubling problem. Really?
I couldn't tell.
I know. A project of this size will entail tasks of all sizes. I must first assess the skills of our volunteers to see just how much we can accomplish on our own. Far more than our two boos will when they keep deciding to ram each other.
Frosty neighbors.
Yeah, hold on a second. There we go. Of course I've heard of you. Nopli couldn't stop singing your praises. If there's anything you need, I'll be here. And small talk. Nopli's taken a special interest in the restoration. And if he's interested, then I'll do whatever I can not to disappoint him. Okay.
Did you want to pause for something?
Just those two.
Oh, okay.
Now, first things first. Restoration of our soon-to-be living quarters. The heavy lifting and building can be left to us, Yokoi, while you craft the supplies we need for some of the finishing touches. If we are to live amongst these frozen peaks, we require an insulating agent to put on the floors and protect us from the cold. The space is large, so we'll need a few boxes worth. Can I count on you for that? Here should be everything you require for the task. But if by chance you run out, Furtar will provide you with more.
Thank you, thank you.
While you do that, I shall assign tasks to the others. Let us get to work then. 3 sets of warmth repair supplies.
Yeah, well,
What is this under?
society?
Society, there it is. Okay, warmth repair supplies.
Ooh, train die!
Oh, hush you. Oh, okay, it's starting at 35. Instead of 40. And they don't need to be high quality.
Professional pride.
Yeah. Me. 50 points short. Oh!
No!
Just shy. That was not what I meant to do.
No!
Okay. How goes the crafting?
Done and done.
Warmth repair supplies. A set of supplies required to make the living quarters in Zergorta the Open-Armed cozy and warm. Aha! I see your skills were no mere boast. Excellent work. Now, thanks to you, Warmth will be a place worthy of its name. Please feel free to rest a while. We will take it from here. City.
And much sound of demolition.
In construction.
That's looking a bit better.
Yes. Complete with snow covering, though. Impressive.
All it'll take is one snowfall.
It's been 5 minutes. Why, everyone works so eagerly, as if they have forgotten entirely the biting cold without. The sight truly speaks to the quality of your contribution. I don't know, it's still looking an awful lot like a bare stone floor. Maybe we put in a hebu cost.
We might have.
The road ahead of us is long, but I am glad we have taken our first step upon it together. I hope you will continue to lend us your expertise.
When we can. When we think about it.
Yeah, well. Are you watching, Dark Horgor? I promise you that soon the spirits and Yokoi will live in peaceful harmony once again. The collapsed living quarters have been repaired, marking the beginning of Zergorta the Open Arms restoration. Yet the snow spirits must still be appeased. Only by continuing their work can Far and her crafters quell the spirits' rage and bring peace to the mountains. Yeah, this is totally about us running. What's the name of the dungeon?
Mount Zorgor?
Yeah, Mount Zorgor over and over again.
Yeah.
Friendly
Sorry.
reputation. You didn't mean nothing by it. You may now use mounts within Zergorta the Open-Armed. Winter's Warmth 1. And methane. We've received a variety of materials from Warlord's Echo and beyond, where Furtar and I are dividing them up and getting them into the right hands. And he'll be the quest person.
Repair getter
Ooh, a mender.
and small talk.
I admit, fixing gear for an artisan such as you has me a little nervous, but I promise to have it back to you good as new.
And what's on the exchange? Right now, not much. We'll probably have to level to...
Mason's abrasive and various materia.
Yep. Okay, shall we head back to Tuliolao for tacos and drinks?
Yes.
Drinks and tacos? We'll start working on them during the week. Probably off air,
Maybe.
but maybe on air. We don't know yet. We're playing this by
Yeah.
ear. But yeah, glad to finally have that open. So we have the main 3, and
Yep.
the last big patch of the expansion should have the combined, if they choose to do a combined.
Right.
I mean, they did do a combined for Endwalker.
Trying to remember that.
That was the big race out in Ultima Thule.
Oh God. Yeah, that was weird. With the Loperts doing the play-by-play commentary on the air.
Yep, over the radio. Because we do not have
Everyone listening and
TV,
going,
but we
"Did
do have
anything
radio.
like that really happen?"
It's gonna be a while. We're maybe looking at half a year.
Oh, well, it's what? How many months between patches?
I used to know the schedule.
Yes.
But I think it's generally 4 months between patches. Or major
Right.
patches.
And we've, yeah, and we've gotten in 2 major sets of gear from the second walk. So that means it's been about 2 months since 7.3. So probably 2 more months to 7.4. Another 4 months to 7.5.
Yep.
So 6 months just to that, and then and that's to 7.5 part 1.
Uh-huh.
Then the quest you're talking about will probably be part of part 2.
Yeah.
So call it 8 months plus.
So we got a bit.
Thank goodness. We're gonna
Well-
need it.
With that said, it is time to call it a night. We will be back tomorrow for more Eureka Orthos, starting at 9:30 Pacific. For those over on Twitch, I will shuffle you over to Live Suing's stream. He's just getting going there. Until then, be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yes, everyone have a great night. Hope to see you here Them. Something like that. I can talk.
Good night, all.
Maybe.